Yo, it's your boy Speedy Cash. What's going on? All right, today we're going to talk about the hot subject that's burning up the internet right now. My boy Pooh Shiesty. Is he cooked? Boy, oh boy. Shiesty gang, chopper gang, man. Damn. I love you, young man. For the simple fact, you got the heart to do what a lot of people, they just won't do. And a person like Poetic Flacco, or certain other people that civilians won't understand that, but a person like a Whack 100 or me, and certain other podcasters, we understand it because we come from it. Gucci Man, he's a rat. He the worst kind of rat because you led young children to destruction, bro, including Pooh Shiesty. He looked up to you. He thought you was a gangster. He thought what you said in them tracks, you really meant that. But is Pooh Shiesty cooked? Yes, he's cooked. Me being, on the other side of the law, understanding things, like, he's cooked. He did a little bit too much, but we're going to go to my boy Poetic Flacco because I think that he got the perfect breakdown. And let's see what he got to say about it. We'll pause in. I commentate on the video. Let's see what's going on.
The feds just found more evidence in Pooh Shiesty and Big 30's phone. And the evidence they found guarantees Pooh Shiesty is never coming home. He's going to be found guilty when he goes to court. There's zero chance he beats this case whatsoever.
Suspects involved in the robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane have been arrested. Officials say the alleged ringleader behind the attack was rapper Pooh Shiesty. Our Preseda Olguin has been on top of this story and has the latest. Aside from learning that the ninth and final suspect has been arrested, we've been able to obtain video which shows the FBI at Pooh Shiesty's home the day he was arrested. Take a look at that video. This happened in Memphis. Federal authorities say Shiesty was the ringleader behind the attack on Gucci Mane here in Dallas. That incident happened back in January at a music studio located off Dallas Parkway. The DOJ says Gucci Mane and two others were allegedly kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint. They say 9 people were involved, including Pooh Shiesty's father and Big 30. For background, Pooh Shiesty signed on.
Now, just to take a little pause in that, we already know that Gucci Man gave a statement that night to not the feds, to Dallas police. Gave a statement, admitted to being robbed at gunpoint by Pooh Shiesty. He literally gave Pooh Shiesty's name. Another thing that y'all don't know, and that won't be mentioned in this video, is that Pooh Shiesty had people that were monitoring his supervision out from prison, right? And here's a little tidbit. He had a sexual relationship with one of the people that was supervising. That person has been fired. So it goes a little deeper. This person was giving Pooh Shiesty passes. If you remember when he was in the car, he got a phone call telling him to go back home. Don't go to the studio. Well, the person that he was screwing gave him the permission to actually go to the studio. So he had permission to go there. But I guess maybe the supervisor or whoever might have been over that person saying, no, you don't got permission to be out, go home. So his lawyers do got action on that because he was screwing somebody. Hey, you ruin your job and your career and your future messing with a felon. And that person allowed him to be out on a day pass to go to the studio. So it's going to be a lot tricky when you got sex with a BOP person. That, you know what I mean? But let's get back to the video.
Gucci Mane's record label back in 2020. And according to the DOJ, Pooh Shiesty is the one who set up the meeting to discuss his recording contract.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
Quality you'll love at prices you'll love even more.
Okay, hold on. Now, if you hear that, everybody got robbed at gunpoint. So we're going to let them get to it.
Watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
We've been hearing for months Pooh Shiesty is innocent. He coming home. He ain't do nothing. The feds don't got no real evidence on Shiesty. Gucci not even testifying no more. What they got him? Some pictures of him outside the studio? Where the evidence that me and Shiesty be home tomorrow? Shout out to my brother, Lawyer for Workers, a.k.a. Mo. We love Mo on his channel. Mo is an amazing reporter, amazing journalist, amazing lawyer. But Mo been telling us Pooh Shiesty was going to beat this case, and this case is weak for months. The feds just responded back, it ain't. Now, the one thing we learned today, Brett, the feds will conceal what they have for as long as they can. So the feds was forced to give us the evidence today because they was responding to a memorandum of Pooh Shiesty trying to get out of jail. He was trying to get bond. And one of the clauses that his lawyers presented, judge, they don't got no physical evidence on him. They don't got no real evidence that Pooh Shiesty...
Now, the feds don't always come out and say what they have. But being that they have the video of the robbery and this idiot told Big 30 to record that. Pooh Shiesty told Big 30 to record Gucci Mane not only signing the contract, but saying that he was no longer a part of the 1017 label. Stupid. The father standing there. And this is my thing with the father. Who the hell is the father? You're listening to your son do some stupid shit. You a criminal. You know better. You really know that, okay, bro, the way you trying to do this ain't gonna work. We're going to have to fight this man in court. It ain't about Gucci Mane being a gangster. It was a legitimate contract. There's no way he could sign that. And plus, Gucci Mane does business with his wife. She's actually his partner. I think it's actually in her name. The 1017 brand. He's the face. And I think all the legal is in her name, which means she got to sign off on that. Wrong person signing the contract. I was hoping that Gucci Mane would just give him another chance and like, look, take care of everybody. Because this make him look real bad, but I don't think he care. The Gucci that we're looking at does not care that he's a snitch. He doesn't care that you call him a rat. This Gucci man is the father to that young boy Ice and their other child. He's with Keisha Kaur. He loves that woman. When Shiesty allegedly had that gun in the back of his head, well, it ain't really allegedly, it's on tape, but when he had the gun in his back of his head, that man saw his life flash before his eyes. When they took his jewelry and still had a gun in the back of his head, he's going like, damn, what else do y'all want? Now, it's a position where your life can be taken. So at the simple fact of, is Pooh Shiesty cooked? We keep coming back to that. Is Pooh Shiesty cooked? You told your homie, your best friend, and this is his first charge. He's never been in the feds. He's never been in a state jail. You told him to record something. You really think Big 30 drugged ass is going to really take this charge for you? No. Big 30's about to do what's best for Big 30. Your father's already a rat. Whack 100 exposed that. That he did. He exposed that, the paperwork. But your daddy is a killer. He's a killer rat. That's what everybody need to understand. This man been involved with about 4 homicides. So at the end of the day, he gonna do what's best for him. And anybody that's got something to say about it, well, you're gonna have to deal with him on that type time. And he's a killer rat. So he don't mind killing you and then ratting. Dangerous kind of people. Pooh Shiesty, his son, I don't believe whack on pay where you say, I mean, listen, you got to show the black and white. Pooh Shiesty's solid. He's just a stupid, but he's solid. As far as I see, until anything really come out disputing that. But let's get back to the video.
Committed these crimes, let him out of jail. So the feds had to respond back with, no, we got a lot. We just didn't reveal it. And they revealed it all. First off, we learned today that Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane really only had one little discrepancy in their contract negotiation. Like, Pooh Shiesty, for the most part, was still on board to be signed to Gucci Mane. He just wanted Gucci Mane to turn over one thing. And because of that one thing is why Pooh Shiesty crashed out. The only discrepancy they really had, which makes this thing just all that more ridiculous, Pooh Shiesty wanted Gucci Mane to give him back his masters. So they were negotiating this while Pooh Shiesty was still...
Now, you mean to tell me you took a Draco, had your man's guard in the door, took the other gun you had, the other Draco, you put it up to Gucci's head because you wanted your masters back? I don't think people realize when Pooh Shiesty came home, Atlantic gave him $5 million. That's a fact. All the millions of dollars that was on the table. This is why I say your dad is an idiot and a yes man. All the millions of dollars. My son can't tell me what to do in that room. You can hate me, but listen, it ain't going down like that, homie. Listen, you about to throw away millions, homie. You think he gonna do business with you after this? Like, what do you think is gonna really happen? And then you're trying to get a release. You think that's gonna stand? He's going to court. He put too much money into you to allow you just to walk away like that. See, people don't understand business. You cannot deal with business like you deal with stuff in the streets. If you shorted me on a brick, then yeah, I could come dealing with you that way because nobody should be going to the police. First of all, what you sold me is illegal and what I'm doing is illegal. We deal with that on street time. When you're dealing with a contract, it got lawyers behind it, a major billion-dollar company behind it. You can't deal with business like that. Shiesty is literally in a position where he could have had generational wealth change. Now he's in a position that it might all be gone, man. You get convicted, it's definitely gone. And Gucci Mane's going to make a lot of money off of you, by the way. That FDO, that man making millions of dollars. All your other music is getting streamed because you're locked up, making millions of dollars. The best thing you could have did, man, was work something out with that man. But let's get back to the video.
Incarcerated. And Gucci Mane was kind of receptive and open to all the other demands, but Gucci Mane just wouldn't, under no circumstance, give him back his masters. And that's what pissed off Pooh Shiesty and led him to do this. The feds have somehow obtained the messages between Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty from Gucci Mane's perspective, which shows that Gucci Mane is still cooperating with the feds. So that lie that I guess Gucci Mane stated where he's not talking no more, he's not cooperating with the police, that's cat. Pooh Shiesty's lawyer was misled because Gucci Mane is still cooperating. Gucci Mane is still talking. Gucci Mane at this point is trying to get Pooh Shiesty life, bro. This is how it appears. So Gucci Mane arrives, and obviously we know the story by now. They bring Gucci to this studio, and they rob Gucci, and they got it on camera where Gucci Mane is signing the release forms. Now, Pooh Shiesty got the release forms, but he said it was not enough, so they recorded him, and he told Big 30 to record Gucci. Now, here's the thing. Until now, we were wondering, okay, do the feds got the video of, like, Gucci Mane saying, hey, I'm Gucci Mane, and I just released Pooh Shiesty from the...
Play through the middle. Let's make this one count.
The game between games.
Now, I'm going to say it like this. Yes, the feds have the video. Pooh Shiesty's screwed. You told Big 30 to record a robbery, idiot. You told him that. Record this. He recorded it. And now, all of y'all facing some serious time. But your daddy gonna rat. Big 30, he's never been in that. He's never been away from that lean, man. That man needs that. He gets out of jail, out of lockup, for being locked up for weeks, and goes right back to drinking that. It was out of your system. Yet you go right back to drinking it because you need it. You a junkie. When Gucci Mane called you a stone cold junkie, he wasn't lying. For all y'all people out there that saying Gucci a rat, he don't give a damn. Gucci gonna be a rat, but he gonna be a rich one.
Hey, I'm Gucci Mane, and I just released Pooh Shiesty from the contract because that was filmed, that was recorded. Now, we was told when Big 30 was pulled over, he like cracked his phone, he damaged his phone, so they couldn't get in the phone at the moment. But apparently the feds got a way to recover it, and they recovered it. So not only do the feds got statements from Gucci Mane and all the victims present, the feds now have the video of Gucci Mane signing the release under duress with a pistol like nearby. And the feds also got the video of Gucci Mane saying, I'm releasing Pooh Shiesty out of this contract. Now, these dummies and these nincompoops like took a video of Gucci Mane saying this with a man with an AK-47 nearby. The feds have officially announced they got the video of the robbery. This is Pooh Shiesty's daddy walking in with the contract in his hand. This is Gucci Mane right here. This is Gucci Mane right here. This is Pooh Shiesty. This is the dude with the rifle as they're getting Gucci Mane to sign the paperwork. Why would you include the dude who is holding Gucci Mane under duress? If you're going to make somebody sign a contract under duress, wouldn't you make them sign a contract under duress without the person with the gun in the video? But they got...
See, that's the stupidity. You wanted to show how gangster you were. Oh, Shiesty, no doubt, bro, you gangster, homie. And you about to be gangster doing 30 with the homies that's in there right now. You about to be, bro, you about to be gangster. And you had 2 #1 songs, homie. For sure. Back in Blood, FDO. You wasn't here to perform Back in Blood, bro. Let me tell you, bro, you missed it. It was in the club. It was popping. We missed you, homie. You come home, you give us a banger, and you do the same stupid stuff that got you locked up the first time. The same stupid stuff. People forget. They round somebody for some sneakers. He loses like 10,000 in the club or whatever. He can't find it. He shoots, I think, like a person in the foot. Like, Shiesty is just not thinking, bro. But your daddy thinking. He about to get out of this. He getting his money because he was your manager, whatever came in from FDO. And he getting out the game, homie. Your daddy always found a way to create a new business. And for some reason, still be in street activity and people still do street business with him and then he tells on them. Let's just say a prayer for Chopper Gang because they need it. Pooh Shiesty then led his homies down the wrong path. I hear it's about 100 members of Chopper Gang. So the rest of y'all need to learn from this.
The dude with the gun in the video, in the same video, Gucci Mane is signing the contract, which falls in line with what everything Gucci is saying, which is, hey, he lured me to Dallas, brought me to the studio, pulled a gun out on me, made me sign this contract, which destroys Pooh Shiesty's initial defense of what contract? We don't know what they're talking about. He didn't sign no contract. Because Bradford Cohen, I think that's his lawyer. Bradford Cohen was his old lawyer. When he did an interview with Lawyer in Crime, he says, yo, Pooh Shiesty's daddy going to Staples and printing out paperwork. He was printing out rap lyrics for Pooh Shiesty. He didn't print out no contract. What contract? Not on folks got videos of Gucci signing the contract. So now that defense is out the window. And if you read through this contract...
Hey, you know what? I think Bradford Cohen was lying. That whole time, he was like, there's no evidence against Pooh Shiesty like that. His case is weak. I think that was a way for him to wiggle out of it. He wanted to blame it on scheduling. He don't want to mess up his record. He has a record, too, of winning. You don't want to mess that up. He got Kodak Black out of some situations, boy. Kodak Black should have been doing at least 10 years at most of the points in his life. But Bradford Cohen, who Kodak Black calls daddy, helped him out. Bradford Cohen also got Shiesty that favorable plea deal where everybody did he snitched. No. He got him a good deal. He couldn't do that in this case. This man went too damn far. Not only did you get Gucci to sign a contract, you robbed him and everything. I believe if he just would have got Gucci to sign that contract, Gucci man would have set back, like, you know what? Didn't rob everybody in the studio. just said, okay, cool. I'm going to holler at you by the phone. Yo, bro, you know they ain't going to stand. Ooh, I mean, maybe we can work something out. Since you just pulled that on me, you put a gun on me, did that, you know what I mean? We ain't going to be able to do no more business. I believe it could have worked out. When he robbed Gucci and took his wedding ring and his earrings out of his ear, that's violating the man. But then you just violated him even further because you then took the Draco, had it at the back of his head, had him on his knees. You take him back out in front of everybody, so now everybody's seeing this. So hell, the embarrassment is already there because if Gucci's not going to be the Gucci that we hear on these tracks, anybody try Gucci, they gon', you know what I mean? Well, he was Roderick in that studio, and Roderick got on his knees. Roderick wanted to go home to his family and his children. Roderick got exposed. Gucci Man went out the window. Because let's be real, Roderick is 46 years old. He ain't trying to go back to jail. He did fed time. Roderick wants to go home to that beautiful woman, those children, that mansion. And when that man did that, Roderick realized this ain't 40 years ago. I mean, not 40, but this ain't 30 years ago, 20 years ago. This ain't none of that. Because when he was 16, 17, 18, Gucci was a terror. He was doing the same thing Shiesty was doing. When he was 20, 21, 22, 23, he was a terror. Gucci Man didn't straighten out to about the age of, I want to say like 35, 34, 35-ish. All through his 20s, he was a terror. But let's get back to the video.
You will see how absolutely ridiculous that the expectations are that somebody actually signed this with a sober mind. These folks put a clause in the contract where if anything in this contract is deemed invalid, illegal, or unenforceable in any respect by a court of competent jurisdiction, the validity, legality, and enforceability of the remaining provisions shall not be affected or impaired. The party agreed that any such invalid, illegal, or unenforceable provisions shall be deemed modified to the minimum extent necessary to make it valid and enforceable, and the agreement shall be enforced as so modified. So these folks think that the courts will see this contract and that Gucci Man, a man who's been doing record deals for damn near 20 or 30 years, will sign a contract where it says, hey, man, if this contract is 90% illegal, the courts don't got any right to deem it unenforceable. We would just have to modify this to the minimum and we'll still carry it back to what? This had to have been written by Pooh Shiesty Daddy, bro. Ain't no lawyer in their right mind wrote this. They gave timestamps for the video. So apparently at this timestamps, it's depicting Pooh Shiesty's daddy holding a document in the recording room. Also featured are Pooh Shiesty and, again, Gucci Mane. At this timestamp, they got Glover holding a Draco, which apparently Glover nickname is Chopper. They got him holding a Draco in front of the recording room door. And at 11, they're depicting RD releasing Pooh Shiesty from the contract. And I think this stands for minutes, by the way, not seconds. This stands for minutes. This stands for hour. So at the beginning of the video, Pooh Shiesty's daddy is walking in with the contract. At 5 minutes, they got a dude outside the door holding a gun, making sure Gucci Mane can't leave. Now they could probably paint this as
No, look, and that's enough for Flacco for the day. Get my reaction. Pooh Shiesty's cooked. The feds just revealed that they have video evidence that you told Big 30 to record. When you sit back 20 years from now, homie, and you in that cell, and you sitting there with that cell and y'all passing gas, and you got to have like a divider by the toilet because both of y'all got to take a poop. Once you sit there and think, you could have been in a mansion, bro. Really chilling out, homie. You made it to where most of us want to make it to, homie. And for all y'all other ones out there that think the street life is cool, it ain't. Look at Pooh. Look at Smirk. They locked the hell up in the feds. For all y'all that ain't realizing, the feds are acting like the police now. The feds throwing RICO on black gangs. It was meant for organized crime. But since they really don't have nothing else to do because the mafia then went into hiding, and a lot of them trying to do legitimate business versus the illegal business. Shout out to Michael Franzese. He got his wine out. Go cop his wine. Go support his channel and everything. Man, that man changed his life. He was the leader of the Colombo family. Do your research on them. This is what I'm saying. Everybody's trying to go legit. The black gangs is the ones still trying to act tough and be in the projects and all that, right? So now they're using RICO against you. They're going to come get you, homie. Crip, Blood, GD, BD, Vice Lord, don't matter. Change your life, homie. Or wind up like Pooh Shiesty. But to answer the question, he's definitely cooked. You don't record this stuff and then you're doing it in front of a snitch. Your daddy's a snitch, whether you want to admit it or not. Well, that's been my reaction to this video. All the content. As a street dude, I still say it. Free Pooh Shiesty. Free him until they free him, but reality is he's cooked.